The 10 Best Teen Movies of 2022. Much just like the many tricky-to-navigate sides of being young, the youngsterager film style is one of the maximum difficult ones to get right. Over the years, studios have spawned a number of the maximum iconic youngsterager films of all time, like Mean Girls, LOL, Did Miley Cyrus Form Everybody Else's Formative Years, and Booksmart. However, flicks that cater to the Gen Z enjoy are difficult to return back via way of means of. Thankfully, 2022 has supplied us with an extra correct illustration of young adults today. We sooner or later have a number of the pleasant new youngsterager films losing that cowl more than a few subjects, from grief to navigating first relationships, and queer ones, at that. While it is a small step in the direction of seeing our actual lives contemplated on screen, it is nevertheless progress. We do not know approximately you, however, that is via way of means of a long way our favorite film style, and fortunate for us, we are able to count on to look quite a few of them this year. So whether or not you're seeking to discover a new rom-com couple to stan or simply seeking out in clean manner to escape, we have got rounded up the 10 pleasant new youngsterager films of 2022, well, so a long way, anyway. Sex appeal. When Avery's long-distance boyfriend, a high achiever, hints that he wants to take their relationship to the next level, she starts a studio to get in touch with her sexuality. He asks his oldest friend Larson for help as a test subject. The result is more than sex education. Avery learns that sex and love are more than mechanics. The sky is everywhere. Lenny Walker, a 17-year-old musical prodigy, struggles with overwhelming grief after the sudden death of his older sister, Bailey. When Joe Fontaine, the charismatic new boy at school, enters Lenny's life, she is immediately attracted to him. Lenny's vivid imagination helps her come to terms with her first love and loss to create her own song. Tall Girl 2. Tall Girl is back and better than ever. This time, Jodie is popular, confident, and landed the lead in her school musical. Did we mention she has a boyfriend now too? Pressures and uncertainties, and has difficulty adapting to all the changes. Jodie also finds new relationships while old ones are tested, and realizes that standing brings a whole new world. Better Nate than ever. 13-year-old Nate has big dreams on Broadway, but gets into trouble when he doesn't take part in the school play. So he and his best friend Libby embark on an adventure in New York City, where he is unexpectedly reunited with her missing Aunt Heidi. Together they must prove that life's greatest adventures are only as big as your dreams. Moonshot. Lana Condor and Cole Sprouse' romantic comedy is set in the future where the best of humans live and colonize Mars. You play two very different college students, Sophie and Walt, who team up on an unlikely adventure so they can meet their loved ones on Mars. Along the way, the duo strike up an unexpected friendship, and maybe more. Metal Lords. In this comedy, two metal-loving friends, Hunter and Kevin, start a band but can't find a bass player. They end up recruiting the only girl in their high school who plays the cello so they can win the battle of the bands. Their friendship and musical skills will be put to the test along the way, but it'll be worth it in the end when they'll be worshipped like some of their favorite rock stars. Crush. Rowan Blanchard plays Paige, an aspiring artist who is forced to join her high school's track team as punishment for painting humorous murals on her high school campus. Only problem is she's not the one who did it. New job on the track and field team to track down the culprit and also pursue the girl he's had a crush on since elementary school. He soon falls in love with an unexpected teammate and discovers what true love feels like. Senior year. In this comedy, Rebel Wilson plays a high school cheerleader who falls into a coma just before the biggest night of her senior year, the prom. 20 years later, he wakes up from his coma and decides to finish his high school diploma. Education to regain her popularity and be crowned prom queen. Hollywood Stargirl. Grace VanderWaal will reprise her role as Stargirl Caraway in the sequel to the film, which sees the popular character make her way to Hollywood. She is set to perform the original music for the new film, which follows Stargirl as she meets aspiring filmmakers and stars in her film musical. Darby and the Dead. After suffering a near-death experience as a child, Darby Harper Downs gains the ability to see dead people. As a result, she becomes introverted and withdrawn from her high school classmates, preferring to spend time alone in counseling. Spirits who have unfinished business on Earth. But all that changes when Capri Cravalho, the queen bee of the school's most exclusive clique, dies unexpectedly in a freak accident while straightening her hair, leading to the apparent cancellation of her forthcoming Sweet 17. However, Capri asks Darby from the other side to step in and convince Capri's friends to continue the party as planned. To appease the wrath of the undead diva, Darby must break out of her self-imposed exile and reinvent herself so she can find new joy in the land of the living. Monster High, the movie. Monster High, the movie follows Claudine Wolfe, Maya Harris, Just Beyond, who was born half human and half werewolf after arriving at her new school, Monster High. Claudine quickly becomes friends with her classmates Frankie Stein, Cece Balagot, Dispatches from Elsewhere, and Draculaura, Nia Damison, Grey's Anatomy, and, for the first time in her life, feels like she's finally found a place that she fits in and can really be herself despite keeping her human semi-secret. When S. Devious' plan to destroy Monster High threatens to reveal her true identity, Claudine must learn to embrace her true monster heart and find a way to save the day with her new friends.